Oh, hey. Good morning, everybody out there on TikTok. Today, the Fed is going to be raising their rates. How much remains to be seen. A lot of people predicting 0.75. That could be, but I predict 0.5. However, I'm prepared for every number that can happen. And then there's this rare chance that it's 1.0, which is not going to happen, but hey, it's possible. It's probably going to be 0.5, might be 0.75. We're trying to get inflation under control. Some pieces of news from this morning is Biden sent a letter to oil executives saying that they need to work harder, make more oil, and do it for less profit, which is I'm not aware of. That's how business works. Maybe in communism, but I just don't understand how that's supposed to work. Give them the tax incentives. You want them to work harder, and you'd like them to cut their profits, then give them a tax incentive to do so. You have to incentivize people. That's how it works in a free country. Then he also blamed inflation on Putin, which is completely wrong. And so that's some of the morning highlights. That, in my opinion, is probably going to send oil and energy prices much higher because we have the leader of 1/4 of the world's GDP not understanding basic economics and how to get this situation under control. It just doesn't work with tyrannical dictatorship. That you can't just point fingers, tyrannical dictatorship. It's just not economic, and you end up like Venezuela doing shit like that. So we have that first piece of news, and then the second one is the Fed rates. I don't know if that's what I was going to talk about, but yeah, the Fed rates. Oh, it was the retail numbers came in pretty sore. It's been over half a year since retail numbers for May now are down. They're negative. So retail sales down. The only positive lining in that was that the price for the imports for retail were a little bit less than expected. So that's kind of a positive sign towards the battle against inflation. And again, it feeds into my narrative that I think the rate's going to be 0.5, not 0.75. Again, it really doesn't matter if it's 0.75. Great. Either way. So anyway, you guys over on TikTok, if you'd like to join my trading group or come check it out, make sure you click the link in my bio. That's over in my profile. You won't get that here in the live. You have to go over to my profile. You click the link in my bio, and you'll come right into our trading group where you can check it out. The Fed decision on the rate will come at 2 p.m. Eastern today. So they're deliberating all day today on what it will be, and considering all of the economic factors that they have access to and that they know. That's why I think it's going to be 0.5, because we have seen some slowing of the rate of growth of inflation. Some indications that things are slightly slowing, and so that's why I think it's going to be 0.5, because this Fed administration is not very aggressive and has been very late to make any kind of aggressive moves, and has basically not made any aggressive moves yet. Has never made an aggressive move. So it would, to me, be a surprise if they did 0.75. It's probably going to be 0.5. The current Fed rate is 1% floor. And if they raise 0.5, it'll be 1.5%. If they raise it 0.75, it'll be 1.75%. And that should send all rates rising, and it should also help financials, banks, lenders, etc., be able to prosper from it. However, that actually has been financials have actually been under a lot of fire. The best bet right now is energy, oil. It's been the best bet for the last 6 months, and I don't know if that's going to change. I'm not still in oil right now. For the last 2 days, I've been out of oil as it has been slightly correcting. But by the end of the day, I'll probably be hedged up in oil and hedged up in probably Facebook and what will, I need to be delta neutral. So what will go up but not go down, and what will go down but not go up. I need equal parts of those depending on both of those decisions. So I'll be spending my day doing that analysis, and I'll come up with a couple of positions to hedge into. Do you think we would ever hit 8%? Well, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, because we are already over 8% inflation. Maybe you're talking about Fed rates. I believe we'll see slowing in inflation by the time we get up that high. We'll probably top out next year at possibly 5.75%, something like that. So anyway, it's an interesting discussion for sure. But we've got 8.5 minutes until the market opens here, and we want to make sure we talk about everything, touch on every point here. So gold has been rising since this morning, since midnight, all the way back to up and over yesterday's high. However, I still think gold is in a corrective short-term moment, and until that it can break a much higher pivot point, that trend really can't be confirmed to be changed. Oil is trying to get up above yesterday's close, but it can't do it. Yesterday's close of $119 a barrel. It's currently kind of pressing into $118 a barrel. Growth stocks and the S&P 500 and the Dow moved up ever since the retail numbers came out, presumably because of that slight positive lining in the inflation aspect of the numbers that came in from imports. Also, exports were up really strong. So although that's bad for other countries, that's strong for the dollar. And so that's kind of a good sign, hardening and strength for our economy. So I assume that is why the S&P 500, the Q's growth, and the industrials Dow are up this morning. Staples are holding strong. Everything is pretty much up a smidge this morning, but I think that today's going to be a low volume day. No one's going to be making any kind of moves until the Fed decision happens. Even in the most raging markets, on a day like today when the Fed is about to announce any kind of imminent decision that can move the market, it just goes into a dead standstill. I mean, the last hour and a half before 2 p.m. Eastern time is probably going to be just a cardiac flatline. So today's until then, it's going to be very low volume, and then at 2 p.m. Things are going to get tasty, because then basically the next month of direction is going to be baking in, like in those moments. So you want to be on top of the ball. You want to be watching the market. One way to play it is to be all cash by the time we get up to 2 p.m. And we're not the only ones thinking that. That could also be a reason why you might see the market sell off slightly or grind down throughout the day, as people pick off positions that they don't want to have at risk in their portfolios. So that's what could be happening today. But overall, what that does create when you have a lower liquidity day like today is high chop. So you basically don't want to trade the day because high chop is not tradable. It's just going to be back and forth. All right, one last time. If you'd like to join our trading group, you have to go over to my profile, click my profile, go over and click the link in the bio section of my profile. And then you can come check out our trading group. And we'd love to have you. Chris, you said, oh, more bad numbers on Roblox. It broke through the double bottom, now back above 25. If we get a pop back to 27 at the open, I like it short or under 25, all out before 30. Make sure you copy and paste that to your alerts, Chris, because you say that here, but, let everybody know. They'll benefit from, they can benefit from that information. You don't have to be diehard about it, but that's good information. And this shouldn't be the only place you post that to. Let's see. I'm checking it now. Blocks. Definitely taking ACAD off of this. Watch. That just failed out completely miserably. Dawn seems to be, with no volume, getting really close. To breaking today. I already have a ladder tree set up on that, so I'll just let that run at the open. Thing. It's going to do its thing. Rates, by the way, going into the market today are down 0.1%. So where we closed at 3.48% yesterday on the 10-year, we're now at 3.38 on the 10-year. So that's good for the market for growth until the Fed decision. I would be very careful about getting trapped in things today. Do not do that, especially if you have pattern day trading limitation. Do not get into anything. You're going to get creamed when the Fed decision comes around. And if you get trapped and you're not able to sell your whatever you got into, you're screwed. And if it works out, great. But if it doesn't, you're screwed, hyper screwed. So you have a huge risk, small reward, huge risk, small reward. So it's much better just wait for the Fed decision and then grab the tail of the tiger, whichever way it runs. The Fed speaks at 2 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye, EVOK. No EVOK for you. No EVOK for you. Yes, everybody stop day trading. Calm down today. It's going to be quite choppy. Already we see that there's very small, limited number of momentum opportunities this morning, and they're all failing VWAP and all failing their charts pretty smoothly. God, actually, EVOK is holding 3.4. Wow. All right, I'm going to keep it up then, I guess. I really do not want to be trading you, EVOK. EVOK has been holding 3.4. It really doesn't look like it's going to. But all right. Will I be live after the Fed call? A good question. I am not planning to be. But thanks for bringing it up. So maybe I will be. We'll see. Probably not, because I'm going to be like a mad surgeon. It's kind of like asking a brain surgeon to be live during the operation, telling people what to do and stuff. Yeah, that's not the time. It's like I'm probably going to be ripping wires out of the market and getting everything set up and take this. Let me get in this, and oops, nope, we're turning around and So I need focus during that moment. All right, we're going to open it in 40 seconds. Here we go. 40 seconds till the market opens. I really don't expect anything until 2 p.m. here, but let's see what the market does for the moment. I think it's going to go up, trap some liquidity, then go down, trap some liquidity, then go up. It's just going to be a chop fest. Here we go. 15 seconds to the open. Yeah, NVIDIA is pretty much dead. By the way, if we hit 0.5 basis points, then it may kick off a 3-week rally. All right, EVOK breaking down as expected. Dawn trying to hold. 16.4. We're looking for the break at essentially 17 on Dawn. ArcB Trucking breaking right now. If it moves up, we'll get some position on that. ArcB, ARCB. The Dow and Qs have spiked up at the open. The SPY already down from that, and now Qs down from that moment. If EVOK can come and break 3.9, that could be a momentum entry. I don't expect much from it, though. It doesn't look like very hot. FedEx is continuing, as we mentioned before. FedEx day 2, ER continuation happening. FedEx, FDX. Okay, I got my ARC-B. We'll see where it goes from here. Happy to get out if my timing was off. Yeah, EVOK's not happening. We're taking that off of the high-speed setup here. It's going to be it is likely going to be an unexciting sideways day. Right, RJ says CDU is moving. SIDU. Ooh, yes it is. Get a tiny position, and homie's going to play with CDU a little bit here. Somebody just came on, Mike. I'm watching CDU. Put that right in the middle here. CDU hitting 320 there. In case you're wondering how I do my ordering, I use this device. For you. So far, CDU disappointing. Come on. Having a hard time breaking through 320. I've de-risked. Getting a pickup in volume now. Might be the moment. Looks like it's failing. All out. The rings are late. Timing right now is not correct on that CDU. Got to watch it for it to break that 320 level. Where does one get that keyboard? Amazon. I don't remember. I think they're like $100 or $200. You want to get the bigger one, ideally. Limitations are not part of my vocabulary. I have 9 screens in here and the largest Stream Deck and subscriptions to every goddamn service and every brokerage in the world. All right, see, so CDU's failing out. See, I mean, if your timing's off, that's a sign. You know, I gave it a chance. It looks like on CDU, I lost $4. That means break even for me. So I played it well. It might be picking up some liquidity now as it came back to VWAP. But I'm going to have to wait and take the break at 320. I'll just watch the shares dwindle. And you get it at the last minute right before it snaps and then scalp out. Go. So the market making a high after it just made a low, after it just made a high. So, you know, chop fest. Rates are rising. They're at 3.4% again. And CDU is failing out. You don't want to be in CDU. Gold is pulling back a little bit off the open. And oil staying at 118 a barrel. Tesla's moving strongly. One of the strongest movers on the market, probably. Let me take a look at this. Okay, but it's still not at any spot to speak of. If by 2 p.m. Tesla is just underneath 700, and then the numbers are positive, a Tesla could become the leader of the market in a rally. I don't think any other stocks are really set up like that, but that's what I'm going to work on today, is before 2 p.m. I'm going to have a whole bunch of things that are right at the precipice of breaking out and becoming leaders. KTRA. KTRA. You guys looking at that? RJ? KTRA? Take a look at the chart. I see. Okay. All right, here comes CDU. I will grab it if it breaks over 620. I'm mostly getting out of Dawn, by the way, for anybody who's in Dawn. It does appear that Tesla is making a move to lead a rally should rates be 0.5%. I'm already seeing that. It's getting into pole position. Everybody's getting into their positions. And Tesla's right in pole position. Okay, I'm getting some more momentum alerts here. This stock called UP, UP. Would be moving DDL and up. Yeah, that does look like it's moving. Gonna grab some of that. And CDU is just about to break. I gotta get on top of that. Oh, all right, good. We're good on that. And DDL. No, not enough volume. There goes up. Continuing. Ooh, CDU just broke. And it looks like it faked out. Watching it closely. Got a call in NVIDIA. I mean, I would choose Tesla. NVIDIA's not as well set up. PFHC coming up and over the top. PFHC, a good swing trade. IPO breakout. Alerting it now. You guys get in. Who are in my trading group if you like. And that is for $1 of risk. And bombs away. Here we go. EFHC. Top is halted. Let's see. It halted to the downside. We don't need to talk about that. Top is shit. Okay, I'm still looking at CDU. Just shaping up somewhat. CDU. Up, now it's pulling back. All out of up. EDU is breaking down, all out over there. No thoughts on B big. Other than be bigger than B big. Yes, sir. Well, I managed that CDU and up trade well. Up lost $11 and CDU lost 21 bucks. Again, that just means break even, so that's fine. All right. I'm taking those off of my high speed setup. Nothing is following through. Nothing. FedEx is following through. That is a day 2 continuation on FedEx. We already spoke about that right at the open. You had your opportunity to get in. If you didn't get in, you're a loser. Can I tell you? Nah, you're probably a winner because you're waiting for the Fed to make any real moves. However, it is up 4% now on your money. So, loser. All right. Amazingly enough, we're 18 minutes into the open, and there really is not anything to speak of going on. I'm probably going to end it in a second here. One of the fastest morning sessions ever, just so I can start to get to work on everything I'm going to need to get you guys. Utilities are moving up and staples are moving up. So there's a rotation into defensives. That's what I'm noticing right now as I'm looking around. Financials, utilities, and staples. Consumer staples, not Staples, the office store. Consumer staples, utilities, financials up, moving up. But so is discretionary, consumer discretionary. So it's not really rotation. It's like it's market confidence. Tesla hitting almost 680 now, so the prophecy is just about coming true. Again, if we can get under 700, and that can be 685. You know, if we can just be majority percentage-wise under 700 on Tesla by 2 p.m., then I do believe Tesla is setting itself up to lead a rally next week or 2 or 3. So it would be the one to be in. NVIDIA is not set up like that. AMD. I'm going to go through stocks and let you guys know which ones are. But no, those ones definitely are not. Semiconductors definitely not. We were looking at ON last night, and it was pretty strong. Yeah, even that's not set up. I'm talking about what's set up now to snap, lead, and run. Snap, lead, rally, and run. And looks like Tesla has what it takes. If it can get underneath 700. Boy, if it gets up to like 687, 689, even 691, wow. I mean, all that's super positive if it can get there just before the decision. I just got an alert on GNS. Okay, no, but that's not to the upside. That was to the downside. The Dow rallying a little bit right now. So that more inflation related and financials related. FedEx hitting almost 239 now from 229. Do I think we'll drop again after our bloodbath? Yes. But, it's could start today if the Fed were to raise rates substantially. It could start a continuation to the downside. Maybe not. You might not see it today. You might see that tomorrow. Could be a rip and dip, or we'll get there in a month or 2 or 3. The answer is yes. All right, you guys, that's it. It was a green candle and reversed. Okay, gotcha, reanimated mind. Good morning, everybody. Remember, stay on your toes today. It's a chop fast market, low volume, very little worth getting into. Wait for the 2 p.m. Eastern Time rate decision. I'll see you guys in the group, and I'm going to be doing hard analysis all morning here and sending it your way. See you in the group. Everybody out there, if you want to be in our group, you got to go click the link in my bio. Go to my profile and click the link in my bio. Have a good morning.